Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Today we're going to be doing another pick a card reading, and it's going to be on how do others see you? How do others view you? So I personally don't support putting the emphasis or focus on how other people see you or think of you, but what we have a tendency to do is we have a tendency to overlook our really positive traits and our really positive qualities or even amazing qualities that we have that other people can see in us and reflect back to us. Sometimes they're trying to and we just don't see it. One, we're going to get clear on that. Two, sometimes we have a tendency to overlook things that we want to avoid. So we'll get clarity on what things we can improve on and get more discipline on so that we can embrace ourselves and our authenticity better. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm enjoying these pick a card readings. I am pretty much on vacation. That's why I'm uploading so much right now. So I'm going to have fun with it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. On to the pile preparation. Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. So let's go ahead and get started on the pile preparation on what others, I guess I'll start from this side, what others or how do others see you, so we can get clarity on what we are overlooking in terms of our good qualities and perhaps also our challenging qualities that we can work on as well. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 piles because I feel like these are going to be very elaborate readings, and I'm very excited because I feel as though these personality readings are my favorite, is getting to know you personally, getting to sync up into your energy as like far as how you feel. Like I love that. I love that. Okay. Guide. Okay, tap me into the collective or pile. We're gonna do 4 piles today. So for pile number 1 of the collective, how do other people see them? How do other people, oh, okay, that came out immediately. How do other people see pile 1? And yeah, how do other people see pile 1? How do other people view and see pile 1 guides? Okay, and we'll just take that. How do other people view and see pile 2 guides? I think this is gonna be my top card. Okay, we got, look at that, we got 3. How do other people see and view pile 3 guides? How do other people see and view pile 3? Okay. Of the collective guides anymore. How do other people see pile 3 of the collective? Thank you. And how do people see and view pile, make a little more space here, pile 4 guides of the collective? Okay. And any more? How do other people view and see pile 4 guides of the collective? Okay, thank you. All right, on to the next one. How do other people view and see pile number 1 guides of the collective? I should pull this back. What do you think? See it better? How do other people view and see pile number 1 guides? Clarify for pile number 1. Okay, took a minute. And any more that want to come out for pile number, all right, let's see if we can get one for each one. Pile number 2, guys. How do other people view and see pile number 2? Okay. Thank you. How do other people view and see pile, okay. And how do other people view and see pile number 4 guides of the collective? Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I am so excited. Okay, let's see. See if any more for pile number 1. How do other people view and see pile number 1 guides? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 2 guides? Okay. How do other people view and see pile number 3 guides? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 4 guides? Thank you. Perfect. We got exactly 1 for each additionally. Okay. Right, this is a little... I guess we gotta like arrange it so it's... I don't know. There we go. I just need a little bit more space. I'm also kind of close too, so. Okay, so that is our 4 piles thus far. Let's just go ahead and push them up here. And let's go ahead and grab these. How do other people view and see pile number 1 of the collective guides? How do other people view and see pile number 1? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 2 guides? Thank you. How do other people view? This is going to be so diversified. Oh man. How do other people view and see pile number 3 guides? Thank you. And how do other people view and see pile number 4 guides? Thank you. Okay. Okay, how do other people view and see pile number 1 guides? Thank you. And I need a clarifier for that card. Oops, hold on. Can I get a clarifier for that card, please? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 2? Clarify for this pile. Thank you. And a clarifier for that card, please. Thank you. How do other people view and see pile? Okay. 3. Messages are coming up very aggressively. And clarifier for that card, please. Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number... Okay. How do other people view and see pile number 4 guides? Thank you. And can I get a clarifier for that card, please? Clarifier for that card, please. Thank you. Okay. So, on to the next. How do other people view and see pile number 1 guides? Okay, we keep going. I see a card that's... Okay. How do other people view and see pile number 1 guides of the collective? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 2 guides of the collective? And I'm open to... How do other people view and see pile number 3 guides? Clarifier for this group. Okay, there it is. And how... Oh, you guys got 3. Pile number 4, guys. How do other people view and see pile number 4 collective? Clarifier for this group number 4. Pile number 4. Look at that, too. Okay. How do other people view and see pile 1 guides of the collective? Clarify for this group. Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 2 guides of the collective? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 3 of the collective guides? Thank you. And how do other people view and see pile number 4 guides? Clarify for this group. Keep going. Clarify for pile number 4. Thank you. Okay. right. How do other people view and see pile number 1, guys? Clarifier. Okay. How do other people see and view pile number 2, guides? Thank you. How do other people view and see pile number 3, guides of the collective? Okay, hold on. I think that wanted to come out, so I'll let it. All right. How do other people view and see pile number 3, guides? Any more clarifiers for this group? I want to come out. Okay. And for pile number 4, clarifiers for this group. How do other people see and view them? Pile number 4. Thank you. Any more that, oh, I was about to say any more that wants to come out, but it just popped out. Okay. Alrighty, so we have our 4 piles. This is exciting. And just move it up so ever so slightly. Okay, and this is the only one that needs to be flipped, so we'll just do that. All symmetrical. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose the crystals. All right, pile number 1, guides. Sync me into their energies and link me up with a crystal that matches their energy. Pile number 1. Pile number 1, guides. I feel like this one wants to be chosen. Pile number 1, guides. Oh, that was a quick one. Pile number 2, guides. How do other people see pile 2? Pile number 2, guides. How do other people see pile number 2? Wow, that's a quick one. The personalities are very easily to match with crystals, I've noticed, as opposed to, I don't know, career goals or, I don't know, other things. All right, pile number 3, guys. Link me up with their energy, please. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, guides. Link me up with their energy. How do other people see them? Where do you want me to go? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Which crystal matches up with this energy? Pile number 3. Okay, I feel it here. Might be this one. Pile number 3. Yeah, I guess it's you. I guess it's you, buddy. Twice in a row. Lucky you. Pile number 4, guides. Link me up with their energy for pile number 4. Pile number 4, where are you? Okay. I think that's why I was having a hard time. I was going around it. Hey viewers, welcome to the point where you get to choose your pile. So we have here pile number 1 with the orange calcite, pile number 2 with the red tiger's eye, pile number 3 with the rose quartz, and pile number 4 with the citrine here. So just take a moment to take a deep breath, inhale deeply and exhale. Go ahead and choose your pile. All right, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1 with the orange calcite. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the orange calcite, then this is your reading. So I'll read your crystal, your cards, and then we'll get clarifiers. Starting with your crystal reading here. How do others view you? Well, the first thing I'm noticing is the bumpy texture. It looks quite bumpy today. It's very textured. So maybe there's something about you that comes off as very textured. And when I think about texture, I always think about things that are very tactile. They're very interesting. Maybe there's something about, you that shows on the outside. It makes people want to get closer and kind of get to know you. There's something about you maybe upon the first look that stands out and they just want to approach you. Just be like, oh, okay, like that sounds interesting. I'd like to get to know you. Today I'm also really getting a sense from this crystal. I'm getting structure. Maybe you come off as a very structured person or very organized, and this reading isn't about what people find inspiring about you exactly, but it's something that people notice about you. It's maybe that you're very structured. Yeah, kind of organized. I'm kind of seeing someone now. She's coming through. Okay, so I'm seeing a blonde young woman, and she's just very casually, very comfortably dressed. She feels like a student. I'm seeing her in college. She could be older, but let's just put her in a setting. And she just seems like she is well studied. She looks very diligent in class. It's definitely one of those girls I would look at and I'd be like, wow, she looks really smart. She does all the assignments, maybe teacher's pet energy coming through somewhat. She's very diligent. She puts in the effort to do the work, do the research. She's going somewhere in life. She seems really well put together. She definitely seems like someone that people would respect because they're like, wow, if only I had my life together in that way. So people may see you in that sense. She also seems really fun or it's like really enjoyable to talk to. I'm seeing her talking with her professor. So she's like having a conversation with her professor about her studies or a research paper or something. And she just looks so excited. Like this seems like you seem like the type of person perhaps that people, you actually like school. You actually like learning. And this is what they notice about you. It does remind me of a lot of classmates I had because I feel like my school had a lot of really smart kids. And I would take AP classes. Yeah, I took AP classes with them, and they were just always with the teacher, engaged with the teacher, somewhat mature, responsible. They seemed a little bit older than other kids, the general population, because they were responsible and diligent about putting in the work, very well studied. Most definitely has like a 5-year plan kind of thing where they have an understanding of what they want to do with their life and where they're going. Humble is also coming through. This girl seems very humble. Like, she wouldn't be the type of person to brag about her successes. She just puts in the work. And she kind of radiates naturally. She's not trying to be that. It just comes naturally to her. She seems like maybe she came from a family of people who are maybe similar. Maybe she taught herself these skills. She learned how to be really responsible, diligent, hardworking. But she has this ease about her where it seems like it came to her pretty naturally. Like, she grew up in a family where things were given and she didn't have to really worry about that. And her parents just taught her all of those skills and capabilities of how to be independent in this world. How to get what you want, how to take care of yourself. Yeah. So maybe that's what's coming through there. It's like, you look like you take care of yourself. You look responsible. Okay, so before I get carried away, let me set that aside. And we'll start with the cards. So exciting. Okay. So pile number 1, mother. And we also have here child wounded. It's very interesting. I say it's interesting because of all of what I was talking about. So we have here mama. I think it's Kocha. Could be saying that wrong. 33 water. Looks like a Q, right? Kocha. We have here Freya, radical acceptance. We also have here trust in the unknown, Skyfather. We have here child. And we have your bad health, which is interesting. We'll probably get a clarifier for that one later. We have here well-being. Interesting. We have here bad health and well-being. So maybe this bad health is specifically talking about how you talk about, or you've taken care of your health. We have the sun and the moon. What an interesting pairing. I've never gotten that in a reading before. The sun and the moon. And then we have here safe travel. Okay, so where should we put this? Because it's just... I want to put this here. Okay, so we'll see how everything aligns in this reading. And we'll most definitely be pulling tarot and some other cards. So let me go ahead and sink into the energies of this. And we'll get clarity about how everything connects. Okay, so if your mother, light attributes is nurturing, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. The shadow attributes is smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Well, that's scary. If your child wounded, light attributes awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Shadow attributes blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. We have here 30, Mama Kocha, water. 15, Freya, radical acceptance. We have here Skyfather, trust in the unknown. We have here well-being. We have here the sun, self-express and embody truth. We have here the moon, satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. And we have here 22, safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. Okay. Oh, and then we have here 31, 31, bad health, and 18, child. So the first thing I'm noticing with this group is, let me try to connect it to the reading somewhat. There is a connection with the sun and radiating. There is a maturity that comes from this group that perhaps people sense. There's also a what I'm really feeling with this group is that you have been through your fair share of experiences that have been most definitely challenging to you, and you found a way to connect. I think people really get this sense, the way that others see you is as someone who is quite emotional or in touch with your emotions. You are very open with them, and I think you're also very open with your challenges as well, especially since we have radical acceptance here. There's this strong sense of nurturing energy that comes from you with the water, mother, and the child here. So you give off this really safe feeling to other people. They feel safe around you. They feel very nurtured. I mean, let me just be honest. It does feel very, this energy actually feels very different from my vision. There are like a couple of things I think I picked up here. Something about people noticing about something about you at first sight and wanting to get a little closer to know you. Like texture, there's something interesting about you. To me, texture is when something it's gone through, it's tumbled, it's gone through experiences, it has texture to it, it has flavor, it has experience to it. So I think there's something about you with this sky father energy and this mother energy where people get a sense that you've gone through experiences and they can look to you for advice. Okay, so I don't think I finished reading any of these. Where was I? Or did I do number 22, safe travel? Keep me safe, let me roam far away, but bring me home. Yes, the big message that's coming through for this group is that you make people feel safe. That's how other people see you. They see you as someone safe to talk to, safe to trust. They feel like you're the type of person, if they had problems or issues in life, they could come up to you, and you would be very comforting for them to share those kinds of experiences with. Okay. So that's the main thing. Very nurturing qualities, but you have a nice balance of feminine energy and masculine energy here with the sun and the moon. So the sun is about the self. It's about radiating. It's about what lights you. You're the type of person who people would notice. You have a presence, but they also sense that you're deep and intuitive as well. With the textured energy coming through, I think people also see you as very authentic, like this radical acceptance energy. They see you as authentic. You are yourself, very authentic. And I would always also say maybe just very comfortable in your body as well, comfortable with yourself. Okay, so let's go back to the mother here. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. I do sense that this group is most definitely patience. With the young woman I was seeing in my vision, she seemed like she was just very patient in terms of willing to do the work, put in the work in terms of learning. And that's a very important trait for a person to have, because they always say if you can't master discipline, how are we supposed to do anything in this world? And there's also something about, yeah, it's like a slow moving and patient, nurturing energy that's coming from this group overall that I sense. Okay, so child wounded awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Yeah, I think that's why people see you as someone who really wants to help and give. You're very giving to other people with all this water, moon, nurturing energy. You're very giving to people in terms of not only nurturing and helping them feel very aligned with their emotions, but you also make them feel accepted as well. And the thing is, if radical acceptance shows up, it's probably because you make people feel accepted. You're just yourself around other people. And they feel like you're just authentic, and they feel like they can be themselves around you as well. So Sky Father, trust the unknown. So with this, all of this moon, the sun, and the moon here, and this woman, she has her eyes closed, and she's just relaxing into nature, and the Sky Father energy here. Show this picture, because sometimes it's hard to see this one. There's something about you that just seems very trusting. People feel like you're very trusting of life and the divine. You don't really seem like you're in a rush to get anywhere. I definitely saw that quality in the young woman I was seeing in my vision. Like a lot of like this slightly slower moving patient energy where you're just not in a rush. You're just living your life and you're not in a rush. With that well-being energy as well. I mean, let's go back to this with the ego. Eagles, to me, they're always symbolic of seeing things from a higher perspective. So with the sun energy, the sky father, and radical acceptance, people see you as someone who just maybe knows about how can we be more accepting of ourselves in life. There's something about you with this embodied truth here. Is like they feel like you are aligned with some kind of truth of how the universe is connected, how everything works. They feel like you're a very honest person as well. And with well-being, that could also be about, I always think about a well-being as, you taking care of yourself and your body. And with the sun is like, to me, it's connected to the body, the self. I feel like perhaps other people see you as someone who takes care of themselves as well with this bad health. We'll get clarifiers for that one because, yeah, that's always kind of that's not the best card to see. One would not want to see that, but perhaps you're the type of person with this sun energy here. It's like your vitality is actually very good. Your health is very good. And maybe this is how they see you. And that's how it showed up in the cards. With this 18 and child, there could also be an innocence about you as well that people notice and they really like maybe a purity, a sense of like you mean no and no harm. You just want to be kind. You want to be helped. You want to help. You want to be giving towards other people. You're quite compassionate towards other people and their problems. Yeah, just all around a very accepting, very caring person is how other people see you. And with the safe travel, keep me safe and let me roam, far away but bring me home. So there's a sense of homeness that people get from you. They feel very safe around you. But there's also something about you with this like nice balance of masculine and feminine energy. It's like you're very nurturing and very caring towards people, but you also allow them to just be themselves. Like, I'm thinking about mother and father, right? The mother wants you to be like, no, just stay here. Let me take care of you. But the father's like, oh no, go venture and explore life. So you have like a nice balance of both of those energies. Okay, so we have 33, the master number 33, and then we have the number 15. So 33 is the final master number, right? We have 11, 22, and 33. So my understanding of 33, it's a combination of all of the master numbers. It's also connected to the ascendant masters. So people really get this sense of seniority from you, where you have answers to their problems. So they can go to you about answers to their problems about life. And they feel like you really illuminate the confusion that they're feeling in their life, and you ease their emotional their emotional state. So if they're feeling tense, I feel like people come to you, sometimes they feel like they can come to you with their problems. If they're feeling tense, they feel like you alleviate that when you're around them. And then we have 22, which adds up to 4. Okay, let me go back to this. 15, which adds up to 6. 33 adds up to 6 as well. Oh, 22, another master number. So 6 and 6 is about connections. I think about lovers. Very much people feel you like you're the type of person, you're like a good friend, you're kind, just a person to have in their life in general. You're a really good friend, good mother, good father, whatever it is your role is in their life. They feel like you meet those qualities beautifully. And then 22, that's another master number. It's more of the imaginative, explorative master number about creating our desires and creating things that we really want in our life. So we have here 31, which adds up to 4. It's about foundations. 3s, 5 is about change. 1 is the self. 3 is about the Trinity. Wholesomeness and a connection. 18, prosperity, self. 9, getting everything you want. Yeah, I think with the 3, there's something about you that just feels all around And with the nice balance of masculine and feminine energy is you just feel like a really balanced person to other people. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers and see what is going on. So let's get a just in case clarifier about the bad health. Can I get a clarifier for the bad health for pile number 1, guys? What is this about? Oh, nice, temperance. Any more about the bad health, guys? Clarifiers, please. Okay, woo. Well, so we have here Sagittarius, Virgo energy, and the moon here, which could be Pisces, right? Pisces energy, Temperance, the Hermit, and the moon. And these are 3 major arcana cards. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think this has to do with your literal health. Like when I say health, your literal bad health. I think this is about you seem to be very balanced with yourself, take care of yourself with this Sagittarius and Virgo energy. To me, Sagittarius has it's like that fiery energy. It has a very good vitality to just go and do things. Virgo energy is very much about routine and health and taking care of themselves. If they need to go into their own space and be a hermit, then they will. You know, knowing when to be around people, knowing when to pull away. And the moon card, it's about using your intuition. Yeah. So perhaps you're very intuitive about just taking care of yourself in general. I mean, all this water energy, not surprised. Okay, so let's go ahead and see any more clarifiers about how other people see pile number 1, guys. How do other people see you? Okay, so we have here Ace of Wands and the 5 of Cups. Okay, and then we'll get clarifiers for each one. Can I get a clarifier for the Ace of Wands, please? Ooh. And a clarifier for the 5 of Cups, please. Look at that, the flipped up Justice card. Okay, so tapping into the Ace of Wands energy. Ace of Wands. That's very exciting energy. I mean, compared with, connected to the 10 of Wands. So that's about taking on a lot of responsibility. And the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of connected to my vision. I feel like you are the type of person who okay, I almost wanted to say this because it's just, I hear it in my head. You thrive under pressure? Yeah, so perhaps there's something about you that other people see. They feel like you thrive under pressure. You just take on the work. You take on the work. I don't know, whatever setting it is you are in, is like you just thrive under pressure. You're willing to take it on. And you move towards it with exuberance, I guess. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of responsible energy from this. But your approach to it is very refreshing. Yeah. I think you thrive under pressure. This is how people see you. So with the 5 of Cups and the Libra energy, let me get another clarifier for it. 5 of Cups and the Libra energy, please, guys. What is that about? Okay, that came out reverse. And interesting. 6 of Pentacles, Justice card. It's like the same thing. It's about balance. Yeah. Any more clarifiers for the 5 of Cups, please? Ooh, look at that. Star card. Okay. Wow, this is about how giving you are to other people. Yeah. I think you just really help to revitalize people and give them hope when they're going through these 5 of Cup moments in life and they're feeling stuck. You kind of restore balance and hope to them. You know, when they're feeling really challenged in life. People just feel like you're very giving. You're the person to go to for you know, their answers, their questions. I think that's why I was seeing this vision. Sometimes the visions are very abstract because I'm like, it's not literal. Like the girl I was seeing is people, um, people just kind of, they looked up to her because she just seemed to have it going on. She seems really balanced. So a huge message of balance coming through for this pile. You just seem like a really balanced person. And people, they like your discernment. They like the way that you weigh things like pros and cons in life. They like your opinion. So people, I'm getting a sense that people like to go to you to get your opinion on what they should do about what's going on in their life. If they're, especially if they're going through these challenges, like people really feel like they can trust you with their secrets, their struggles, their pain. They just feel like you're not judgmental. You're not judgmental, you're willing to accept it, and you help them. You give them really good advice about, with this Libra energy and the star card, Aquarius energy, you give them really good advice about how they can work on it. And that's to me what this trust the Sky Father is. It's like you have a father and mother energy, which is really, really, really nice. So you give them like really good masculine and feminine energy, but you help to restore their balance. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so any more, any advice for pile number 2 in terms of what they should recognize, or sorry, 1, in terms of what they should recognize for themselves, guides? Any advice? Okay, so we have here Venus in the 10th in Aries. Okay, not really surprised. You definitely see, I don't know if you are a people person, but people really see you as someone they can look up to and they can come to for any of their issues, and you make them feel safe. But we have Venus in Aries in the 10th. And Venus in Aries is always about kind of focusing on your own desires. So maybe a little bit of advice to, you know, if there are things that you personally would like to work on to make you happy, this is being supported. 10th house is like that determination, or maybe this is just double acknowledgement with this, you know, 10 of Wands here, that you're willing to like do the work and put in the work. And, you know, the guides are just saying, give yourself a pat on the back for that, because some people, they take the shortcut in life, and you're the type of person who doesn't. You actually put in the work to understand yourself, to understand other people and what they're going through. And don't be afraid to just continue to radiate for the sake of you radiating. You know, Venus and Aries, to me, honestly, that is about you just kind of doing what you want, and people benefiting from that. So like people benefit when you radiate, but I feel like with this energy that's coming through, you have some really beautiful qualities that just come out quite naturally, very exuberantly. Yeah, people most definitely see you as a leader, so recognize that. People see you as a leader. They see you as someone who's just very kind, compassionate, caring leader who they admire and respect. Yep. Okay, so very nice. Oh my gosh, my card is stuck to the ground. Okay, so I think, you know, with that advice, with the Venus and Aries, it's just, yeah, take a moment to recognize it. If you don't see yourself as a leader, you're exuding some really wonderful leadership qualities. All right, so any more clarification for pile number 1, guides? Okay, that's enough. We have here, I honor my worth. Yeah, that's Venus and Aries in the 10th. It's about honoring your worth. We have here, I'm in a joyous and empowering relationship. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Venus and Aries energy coming through big time. This is also very much Venus and Aries energy. Radical acceptance. I am thriving, and I'm surrounded by supportive people who believe in me. Wow. Okay, so people around you support you, and they believe in, I mean, I feel like it's very redundant if I just keep talking about it, but people believe in you. They trust in your leadership qualities. They support you. They want to, yes, they want to support you in your journey. I am thriving. People see you as thriving. That's what I was seeing in my vision, like this young woman. she felt like she was just thriving to me in life in general. And people really look up to you for that. And then we have here, I honor my worth. Honor your worth. If you honor your worth with radical acceptance, this is what people love about you and are really feeding off of. And I am in a joyous, empowering relationship. So you make people feel empowered, and people want to empower you. All right, so that is your reading. Pile number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is how other people view and see you. If you have any feedback for me, then please go ahead and give me that. If you're interested in personal... Hey, pile number... So I was just ending your reading, and my audio conked out, so I'll be using the camera audio. But of course, you won't know this. You'll be listening to the camera audio until I tell you that my mic didn't work at the end of your reading. Okay, so if you guys are interested in one-on-one coaching with me, then please look at the description box down below, and you can get all my information. If you guys give me some feedback, I would so appreciate that. And final message, just know that you're appreciated. People really like you. They see you as a leader. They see you as someone who's very balanced. They see you as someone who has really good advice, someone who is very comforting when they're going through really hard times. You're the person that they want to go to make them feel safe. And they admire it and they respect you. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful day or evening. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, if you chose the red tiger's eye, then this is your reading. So I'll read your crystal, your cards, and then we'll get some clarifications. Okay, so how do others view you? How do they see you? Okay. The first thing I'm noticing, this feels lighter than I was expecting. Perhaps people see you as... I'm kind of getting like rebel energy from this. Rebellious energy. Yeah. I'm getting that people see you as somewhat rebellious. Like, in terms of it could be anything. It could be the way you wear your clothes. It could be the way you talk. It could just be the way the nature. Your nature is, you just seem like someone who does things in your own way. And perhaps you're also someone that people... I don't know, I'm kind of getting like popular vibes from this. Like, I'm getting the vibe of someone... I'm seeing someone, but I'm trying to figure out how to describe him. If I were to put him in a high school dynamic and hierarchy, I'm getting the vibe of someone who seems like I don't know, this is kind of like the popular guy vibe I'm getting. Calm, cool, collective, sort of. Calm, cool, collective, a little bit rebellious. And I don't know, since we have masculine energy coming through, so maybe there's something about you that just seems tough. That people... There's something about you that just seems kind of tough. The way you handle things, you handle it. You handle it like Olivia Pope. Handle it. Okay. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Pile number 2, guys. Let me get into this collective energy of pile number 2. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of like a carefree vibe. I'm just seeing like this popular guy. Let's just say he had, he looks like he has it all going on, right? Attractive, sort of dark features, something about him that's kind of rebellious. And what other qualities are coming through? I mean, definitely there's something like a little mysterious, some darker, like I'm seeing darker features, mysterious qualities that are coming through. Something mysterious about you, but it's like in a sort of attractive, alluring way. What else do we see? I'm getting a sense that people like the way you dress. I don't that I've been hearing that one. I've been feeling that one for a while. Just took me a while to say it. Like, people like the way you dress. They like what you're wearing. They find it interesting. Maybe you create your own clothes or you put together your own looks and you're very creative with it. I think that's like the rebelliousness because a lot of fashion designers, you when you see them in high school or when you see them when they're young, they have like a real rebellious sense of fashion about them because they're really expressive about themselves. They don't follow on any rules. So whether that's like literally you don't follow rules, you make your own rules when it comes to the way you live your life, or when it comes to um, how you dress or how you approach something specifically, there's something rebellious about you. You just do your own thing, get your own vibe. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing who are all the bad boys that have ever been. I'm getting bad boy vibe from this. It's like bad boy vibe, popular guy vibe. It's very interesting. I don't know. There's something about you. The word I was looking for, and it's coming to me now. There's something about you that feels edgy to other people. And I like that. You have an edge to you. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal your cards. Pile number 2. So we have here advocates. Beautiful. All right, there it is. There it is. We have here athlete. Okay, there's the attraction there. Yeah. We have your goddess. What a nice juxtaposition. Yeah, position. Saying that right. We have your healing. Aw. And we have here ambition. Not surprised with a tiger's eye. We have here stargazer. And we also have trust, as well as house 10 and house 3 and harvest. And we have here 21 family room, and we have here official person 22. I've never seen this card before. Official person. People see you as the official person. And family room. Okay, so we have like each of the piles have been a nice mixture of energies coming through, and it's no different for this group. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the cards. Advocate inspires you to put compassion into action. Shadow attribute, embracing negative causes or committing to a cause for personal gain. We have athlete, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. Shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of vulnerability, invulnerability, and entitlement. Goddess, light attribute, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So there's the sensuality definitely coming through for this group. Shadow attribute, exploitation of the female nature form. And then we have here 18 healing. We have here 38, Gula healing, 38 Nike ambition. We have here trust, house 10, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishment, and career. House 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. We have here 43, harvest. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Stargazer, set your sights higher. 22, official person, and 21, family room. Okay, so like immediately right away, people see you as ambitious. Big time. They see you as someone who has big goals. And you're the type of person who is en route to achieve those goals because they see you as an official person. They see you as a leader. They see you as someone to look up to. They see you as someone who is at the top of the chain when it comes to whatever it is that you do. They see you as someone who is very determined to accomplish your goals with this harvest here. You're very much determined to put in the work and put in the effort. People, I'm assuming they probably admire this about you. What else is coming through? I mean, with the set your sights higher, perhaps people see you as a dreamer, but they also see you as very practical in terms of like you have the ability to go and achieve your dreams and you're going about achieving your dreams. There is a connection with the advocate in the house 3. There is a part of you, like people see you as someone who wants to help other people achieve their goals too. So this is definitely giving me like coach vibes, coach or teacher vibes, like where you're overseeing a group of people who look up to you for not only the way that you move towards your goals, but you're helping them move towards their goals as well. Yeah, I think that's why I was seeing a popular guy or getting popular vibes from this group. Athlete, I'm gonna go like based off of my reading here is that people do see you as someone who is attractive, is very much in touch with their sensuality. You take care of your body, or you have a very attractive body. You have a very attractive features. What else? Development of personal willpower, strength of spirit. Yeah, there's something about you where you have a really strong willpower. There's something like you just seem like you're going to go and accomplish big things in the world. Big things in the world. Do big things, accomplish big things. Like you're going to own your company, or if you don't already yet, you're going to run your business. People see you as that kind of leader. Um, what else? The feminine, let's see, goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. People see you as very wise. This is why you have this house 10, with the owl energy here. They see you as very wise, someone to go to for advice for sure. But you have also like a really nice balance of masculine energy about going and accomplishing and doing your goals and being very determined to get through any obstacles. Especially with this athlete, is you have this willingness to get through obstacles, and I think that's why I was picking up on that tough energy, as well as you have this really nice feminine balance where you seem very receptive as well. So we have here 18 Gula healing. So 1 and 8 make 9, 9 of Pentacles or 9 of Cups. It's about achieving your desires. People see you as someone who could achieve your desires and your harvest. With all the 8s here, we have 8 and 18, 38, and we have harvest, which is about, achieving and accomplishing, doing the work. So maybe a lot of earth energy in this group. You have a lot of earth energy or earthy qualities about going out and accomplishing your goals, or Capricorn energy about accomplishing your goals. So Gula healing, they see you as, as soon as I see this woman and the word healing, I feel like she is the one who makes people feel healed. You have a very healing presence about you. It's very beautiful. What else we have? 3, 8, Nike ambition. Yeah, we talked about that. People see you as someone who's very ambitious, who is going about and achieving your goals, but they most definitely see you as someone who's doing the work as well, not just someone who's saying they're going to do the work. It's trust. Trust, trust, trust. Wow. I think because this group to me, maybe you've always had a sense that you're here to accomplish something, right? You had a purpose. And people sense this from you. It's like you're the type of person, you feel like you have a purpose and you just trust in that purpose and you're following that path. People see you as house 10, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. People see you as very disciplined about doing whatever it is you need to do. We're getting house 3, early learning, childhood relations, rational mind, and communication. Yeah, this is about the people that you help. So people, they feel like they can come to you, talk to you about whatever it is that they need to work on. This was also related to each other as well. House 10, house 3. So your job may have to do with communication. People see you as very accomplished communicator, a very effective communicator as well. So 43, that's up to 7. That's the divinity. Yeah, we talked about the harvest. So the people see you as very prosperous, very abundant in terms of like whatever you're here to accomplish, you're going to do it. Stargazer. Yeah, you're here to do some things. Some things, like it's like the stars, it's like the dreams to people. Like people dream of having this kind of career, and you're en route to create that for yourself. So with this 22 official person, we talked about that people see you as like not just a leader, but they see you as the person to go to, like a specialist in whatever it is that you do, specialist in something and specialist in your craft. Or they just get this sense that, it's like the sense of you're ambitious, you're going somewhere, you're accomplishing things, you're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna be someone. So yeah, 22, that's 4. 22 is the master number. 22 is also related to imagination, creativity, being a visionary. So people see you as a visionary, someone who is, they have a very beautiful vision for their life and they're going to accomplish that. And then we have here family room. What am I getting from this card? Let me see. I'm just getting a sense of opulence and success and prosperity. So perhaps you're the type of person, maybe you've achieved these goals where you can afford this lifestyle of living in a home, living very comfortably, like having all your desires fulfilled in the sense that you're surrounded by all of your physical comforts. People see you as someone who will be surrounded by all of your physical comforts if you're not already surrounded by that. So yeah, very much earth energy in terms of like people. I think because that's why I was getting the fashion reference. Like people see you on the outside and they feel like the way you dress, the way you put yourself together. It could be the car you drive. It could be the way, the habits, the way that you live. It just seems like you're very well put together, or you're en route to be a very put together person. You're en route to create this for yourself. And whenever I think about family, to me, this is like a long term goal of creating something and putting in the work to build something, build relationships. So people see you as someone who's here to build something, build relationships, build a successful business. Yeah, they definitely see you as someone who's willing to put in the work when it comes to just the general aspects of life, of creating something. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some wonderful clarifiers on how people view you using these cards. How do other people view... Woo, jeez. This is like overall very positive, but yeah, we'll see. I guess, see, here's the thing. We judge ourselves way more than we need to, right? So for the most part, people aren't really worried about those tricky qualities. And I don't know. Most people are good people. All people are good people. It's about behavior. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, so clarifiers for this group guides. How do others view pile number 2? Queen of Cups. How do others view pile number 2? Okay. Wow. Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups. Nurturing energy coming through. It's interesting. The first pile had a nice balance of feminine and masculine energy as well. And I would have to say the same thing about this group is you have a really strong, actually really strong masculine energy is coming through, but you have a really nice feminine energy balance too as well. Okay. So, let's see. Clarifier for the Queen of Cups. Okay. Whoa, we got the Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Definitely ambitious. So we got Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, three of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. We can get a clarifier for that one, but I think I know where that one is going. Clarifier for 2 of Swords, please, guides. I'm hearing picky. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe not that picky, though. Clarifier for 2 of Swords, guides. Oh my gosh, I got a whole stack. What the heck? Okay. Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. I like it. So we'll put these up here. And we'll talk about it. And I'll face them towards you so you can see them. Okay. Yeah, people see you as very hardworking, without question, with all this Capricorn energy coming through. I think you have a decent amount of Earth energy. We have Pentacles, and a nice balance with the feminine energy as well. So effective communicator, I said that earlier, with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups, this is about someone who's here to pursue their dreams. So you're a dreamer, and people see you as someone who's pursuing your dreams and on your way to accomplishing them. You don't shy away from doing the work at all. You're very skilled at what you do. You're very good at it. Whatever is you're building, maybe you're in the beginning stages. Regardless, people really see you as someone who is going to accomplish their goals. Perhaps this with the 6 of Swords, that could also be about communication too, and being a very effective communicator. But maybe you move forward, you transition very well in life, right? So you go through your cycles of building and creating and making You just like move on really quickly, and you're willing to, progress very effectively. So that was clarifiers for the Two of Swords. So this is, I was saying picky. I don't know why I said that, but I did. But I think what was also coming through is decisive. So I think you're a pretty decisive person. Like you kind of know what goals you have long term. Even the Six of Swords, it could be about future, right? Moving on into the future vision of like what we're trying to create. Moving on from the past. You're not focused on the past. You're focused on moving towards your future. Very kind of like futuristic thinker here for this pile. Yeah, very decisive about just like what are you going to do, what are your plans, and not only that, you people see you as someone who actually has like you're showing them do the work, whereas other people sometimes they talk about their dreams but they don't really accomplish them. With Three of Cups, people definitely see you as someone who is relatable, someone fun to be around, someone fun to talk to. Since I was getting that popular guy vibes in my reading with the crystal, I think people just they admire you, they respect you, but they also just like being around you, they like talking to you, and they think you're a very enjoyable company to have as well. Okay. So let's see if there's any advice for pile number 3. Sorry, 2. Okay, so we have here, what is that, Saturn? Yeah. I always like double check between Saturn and Jupiter for some reason. Yeah, that's Saturn. So we have Saturn in the second house in Cancer. Oh, very interesting. So structure and discipline around emotions when it comes to house 2 can be about how you make your money. 2 is like your surroundings. It's like anything you're surrounded with, very much family room. Wow, literally it's like the family room. That's interesting. Okay, so maybe a dual message about your family coming through, needing to create more structure around your family dynamics, family connections. Maybe that's the connection that is coming through. I was actually seeing my vision. I didn't describe it, but I saw this guy. It crossed my mind about it. Just seemed like he had a really good family dynamic. Like it gave me the typical popular guy in a book, right? Fictional story where his family is pretty successful and he's going to be successful without question because he's just following that path. And he seems very confident because his family imbued that in him. So maybe there's something about that coming through. But otherwise, the advice is to become more disciplined and structured and practical around. Could be family, could be the way that you make money. Saturn in Cancer, that's a very interesting energy. That's about your emotions. All right. The Cancer, that's about your emotions. What makes you feel comfortable? Hmm. They really want you to think about what makes you feel comfortable. Maybe just like a little warning about maybe don't be too much of a workaholic. I don't know. For this pile, I feel like you're very hardworking, but make sure you're thinking about what makes you feel comfortable, surrounding yourself with that. Okay, so here, let's get some advice from the tarot. Advice for pile number 2 from the tarot guides. Because I think advice is important. 7 of Cups, about being decisive when it comes to Page of Wands and the Magician. Okay, clarify for this reading of advice guides. Leo in the 11th, Mars. So I think the advice for this pile is if you're, on your way to creating something for the first time, or you're on your way to building this ambition, building this state of status and success in your life, then they're just saying, don't be, be a dreamer. 7 of Cups, like be a dreamer. Decide that your dreams get to come true. Don't be too practical, perhaps, about how things need to unfold for you. And with the Page of Wands, they're just saying you have full permission, follow that initial, and also remember on your path to building your success, remember your initial inspiration. What was the thing that inspired you initially to create this business and do what you want to do? You also have all the tools that you need to create it as well. You have all the tools. You just need to start the journey and embark on it and keep going. Mars in Leo in the 11th. So that's about taking action. 11th house is about connections. It's about the broader network. It's once you've acquired the success and knowledge, now broadening your network. I feel like this is kind of advice of like, don't be afraid to reach out to other people, and maybe don't try to take on too many tasks on your own. Don't be afraid to just go and, uh, with that Leo energy, don't be afraid to just go and talk to people and get their advice about, what other things do you need to do to build this success and create the success that you're on your way to doing. Because this seems to be a huge part of who you are, is you achieving big goals that you are working on long term. Also, with that Saturn in the second house, so Saturn does delay things. Saturn's about delay. It's about, because it delays things so that you actually put in the work, right? So it's like, know that it's going to take time to build this beautiful success that you're moving towards. And you just need to become more disciplined and structured around your emotions, because you have some beautiful emotions that are there to support you with the Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups energy here. And just maybe become a little bit more disciplined and structured with your emotions in relation to how you do business and how you make your money. Okay, so any more clarifiers? How other people see pile number 2 guides. Okay. And any more how other people see pile number 2. Okay. So we have here physical health, body image. My home is a clean, warm, and happy place that supports my well-being. Wow, so people really do see you as someone who has a really nice home. That's a dual message. It's so funny that popped up. It's like the guides wanted me to go back to that. Okay, people really like your home. Your home is clean, warm, happy place that supports your well-being as well as theirs, apparently. So maybe you're just a very social person and you like to invite people over into your home. That's very interesting. Home to me is also about, um, for your home to be clean. That's very specific, clean. For your home to be clean, you need to be disciplined. So maybe that's just another reminder that people see you as quite disciplined and warm. People see you as very warm. Your home is you, basically. Warm, clean, and happy, and supports other people's well-being. Yeah, very much a reflection of who you are. We have this message, I am thriving. Interesting. Glass pile got the exact same one. And lastly, we have here, I'm constantly working to achieve my goals. Yep. People see you constantly working to achieve your goals. So I don't doubt for a second that this group puts the work in, because if this is how other people see you, just like generally how they see you, I would have to say this is pretty obvious to them. That you're hardworking, you put in the effort, and you deserve the rewards that you achieve. So that is your reading pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to give me any feedback, I would appreciate that. And if you're interested in any personal readings from me, then go ahead and look in the description box down below for my information. Thank you. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the rose quartz, then this is your reading. Okay, so I'm going to read your crystal, your cards, and then I'll get a clarification. How do other people see you? How do they view you? So perhaps people see you as shy. That's the first thing that's coming through. Very sweet, very kind. I'm seeing someone who has a really nice smile. So perhaps people feel like you have a very beautiful smile. Yeah, quite a bit of feminine energy coming through. Very much feminine and very sweet energies coming through. I mean, this is just a facet of you, right? There's always so much facets to us. Perhaps people also see you as someone who's peaceful to be around, easy to be around. And I would have to say some people in this group people see you as gifted or talented as well. People see you as graceful. And there's like a charm to you as well. Yeah, I would say graceful, beautiful, charming, sweet. Perhaps some people in this group also have a really nice sense of humor. I feel like there's something else that wants to come through as well. I'm trying to see what it is. I definitely get the sense that people feel like you have layers to you, and there's some hidden layers to you that people don't get to see too often. They feel like there's parts of you they don't really know. Like they just get to see one aspect, one side of you, or the side of you that you're comfortable with showing them. And I think people get the sense that maybe you have a very creative or artistic side to you. It's more adventurous. Okay. I feel like all the words came out. Yeah. Someone who's kind, sensitive, sweet, has depth to them. So let's go ahead and start with your reading pile number 3. Took me a moment. All right. So the first card we have here is Guide. And then we have Tuanhan. So yeah, beautiful, attractive. We have here Generosity, Oshan. We also have here Yi, the Sun. And we have here Elaine, Patterns. We have here Earth, Mother, Feel Loved and Comforted. We have here number 9, Change, and the main male. Oh no, not the main male. I just love how when he comes out in these readings. We have here Truth. And we have here House 7. Clarified by House 8. House 7 clarified by House 8. Yeah, so there's like a depth to you. I think that people sense is a little bit more hidden. Okay, let me see if I can. I think you get this group got a lot of cards. We also have here Justice 5. Whoa, haven't seen that one. 2, Abundance. And we also have here Joy 16. Okay, just give me a moment to sink into these energies. Well, let me just start talking. I feel like there's a serious side to you. People get. There's also a very lighthearted side to you as well. It's like a duality coming through. It's like sunlight and moonlight, I guess. The first pile kind of got the same, I don't know. Well, actually all 3 piles have got a nice mixture of masculine and feminine energy, which is interesting, I gotta say. Okay, so we have your Guide. Light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. We also have here Don Juan spotlights your positive seductive qualities. The shadow attribute is using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Yeah, that's the charm I picked up earlier. So 40, Ocean, Generosity. 51, Yi, the Sun. 12, Elaine, Patterns. Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. 9, Change. 1, Main Male. Truth. We have here House 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. House 8 is transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. We have here 5, Justice. By the power of 3, by 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to me. Oh, that's intense. You guys have a dual side to you. We have here 2, Abundance, Goddess of Abundance, Divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. And then we have here 16, Joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. Okay, so without question, people feel like you're sunlight to be around. I was definitely seeing that in my vision, someone who's just very bright, beautiful to be around. So we have your 16, Joy. 16, Joy. We have 40, Ocean, Generosity, and 51, Yi, the Sun. To me, these all embody very sun-like energy. Even 1, the main male. It's like this bright, because the main male, I think of like sun, because I always think of the sun as like a masculine sort of energy. So you radiate bright. People feel like you're very positive to be around. They also feel like you're a star in a sense. Like you shine, you radiate. I was saying gifted, right, earlier, because I was seeing sparkles in my rose quartz. So I don't know, maybe people just feel like perhaps you have an actual gift to give, but I feel like when you radiate so bright, there is something about you that can come off as quite gifted. Okay, let's see. What else? So the guide, people see you as that's so interesting. Is it like I feel like all of these groups, all of you are natural leaders and very intuitive guides for other people, which is so interesting. But you guys have like slightly varying different flavors to you, but it's like the same wants to come through. So people see you as a guide. They see you as someone who is very wise. You have really beautiful advice to give them. I also just got a really peaceful nature in general. I think you have a really nice, peaceful nature around other people. They feel like they can just trust you. We also have the Don Han. So people do most definitely see you as attractive. That's coming through very obvious in this group. Even with the house 7 and house 8, it's like other people view you as very attractive. They see you as an attractive partner. If you're not in a relationship, you're in a relationship, they see you as someone they would want to be around. But you also have these like sort of seductive qualities with the house 8, like a sensuality about you as well that makes you very attractive and alluring to them. Yeah. Most definitely they see you as someone they would like to be romantic with, take out, have a good time, like be romantic with. They see you as kind of like the main male, like an I ideal romantic partner to be with. They see you as confident, attractive. Let's see, 41 generous. So people see you as very giving, generous to them. You give off this feeling of like abundance and radiance. Yeah. You just got it going on. Y'all just got it going on. What can I say? We have here 12 Elaine patterns. Patterns. I feel like, okay, so I like feel like there's like a mystical side to you, right? There's like a mystical side to you. And I feel like it's somewhere in this. What is this about this patterns here that wants to come through? I mean, patterns is always about overcoming patterns. So I feel like people see you as someone who's maybe gone through experiences that have been quite challenging. You know, you've had to overcome with this house 8, you've had to overcome like karma, you've had to transform yourself, you've had to overcome patterns that were not healthy. And they see you as someone who's learned how to intentionally create better patterns in your life. So with the Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. People see you as very nurturing. Like with the guide here, it's like right above the guide. They see you as very nurturing. They see you as very, again, kind, supportive, compassionate. You have like this loving, with all these energies I'm feeling. Yeah, I feel like this pile feels very magnetic. It's like people want to be around you, like they feel attracted to you, but you also have this like energy that you radiate that's just very very sweet and comforting as well. You have a really nice balance of energies. So we have your 9 change. So you're about someone, okay, so this is like the patterns, right? This is about someone who's had to go through, people have seen you as someone who's had to go through challenges, and they feel like you've changed, but you've changed for the better, right? You're radiating now. They've seen that you have handled change well to the best of your ability. Truth, they see you as someone who is very honest, very truthful, very honest about who you are with the sun energy, like very honest about life, about how you express yourself. Yeah, house 7, like that's the romantic energy that's coming through, as well as just like they see you as like a good friend. Like house 7 is just all kind of relationships. I used to think it was just romantic relationships, but it's anytime you're in front of someone, and any time you're in front of other people, it's just people like being around you. They like being in your company, around your aura. Um, with this house 8 too, they also sense that you have that intensity. You know, you have a past or you have challenges that you've gone through that you've had to overcome. You've gone through transformations. People have, they feel like you've transformed. You're in the process of transforming with this change in house 8. 5, the justice. By the power of 3, Ma'at delivered justice to me. Interesting. Again, like the karma is coming through. They see you as someone who's very fair, very honest, very fair. What else? That energy just feels so intense. Ma'at. By the power of 3 by 3. Interesting. For the power of 3 by 3. Ma'at delivered justice to me. That feels very direct and demanding. Maybe something about your communication and the way that you communicate to other people is just very direct. And maybe people really like that as well, as you're a very direct communicator. Yeah, Ma'at is about truth as well. So that's very interesting. Yeah, very honest, very direct. Maybe people just see you as quite direct and they like that. Okay, we talked about abundance somewhat. Number 2, goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Yeah, people just feel like you're abundant, whether it's like actual material abundance or just an abundant, like you just seem like you have your, with the generosity too, like even availability of energies. Like where does all this energy come from? You have an availability of prosperity. It just looks like you're well supported by the universe. Okay, and then we have here 16 joy, which we talked about. You're just a joy to be around. People find you a joy to be around. Okay, so we'll get clarifiers for how other people view pile number 3. How do other people view pile number 3, guides? Oop, hold on. How do other people view pile number 3? Ooh. Someone who thinks very clearly. So, yeah, people really trust your words with the Justice card here. They really trust your words. They like your thinking. They like your mind. You make them think. It's because you're about the truth. You're about spreading the truth. Yeah. How do other people view pile number 3, guys? Okay. Oh, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. That's about abundance. Very nice. So yeah, people see you as very, very, very abundant. So maybe you're very successful at what you do. They see you as that. What is with all the piles today? Okay, interesting. And then we have here pile number, not pile number, I don't know how to say that. We have here 4 of Swords. Okay, I'm okay. So I feel like this is like that relaxing. You have like a very comforting energy to be around. Yeah, I feel like that's all I want to say about that. We can get a clarifier. Because it's the knight. It's the knight who comes from battle. Clarifier for the 4 of Swords. And he just rests. He's in meditative state. Clarifier for 4 of Swords, please. Okay. And we have here 6 of Wands. Okay. So yeah, well, 6 of Wands is a popularity card. I mean, it's what people like about you. It's a quality they celebrate about you. So maybe you have a very, like with this guide energy and the Earth Mother, perhaps you have this energy about you where it's just very much, very calm, very zen, very relaxed. And people really like this about you. Like, it's a trait they really, really, really like it about you. You just seem to be at ease in life. Okay, let us see if there's any advice that wants to come through. So let's see, because I think advice is always useful, whatever we need to work on. Is there any advice for the collective pile number 3 guides? Did something flip? Or was I imagining? Yeah. Oh, what's that? Clarifiers for pile number 3. Any advice? Okay. So we have here, this is the death card with the strength. We have Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So the advice that's coming through is just to continue to be very diligent towards, I mean, the word I'm getting that's coming through is courageous. I honestly feel like the guides just want you to acknowledge that you have been courageous in what you've had to deal with in life. And you've handled yourself spectacularly. You've handled yourself really well, very beautifully. You know, your evolution has been beautiful. You've been persistent, determined, you know, even at times when it looked like perhaps perhaps things were just not going in that direction for you. You still persisted. That's what I'm getting with these cards here. Okay, so clarifier for advice, or yeah, clarifier for this reading for pile number 4 guides. For house 4, Uranus and Sagittarius. Okay, so that's about the change, the shakeup happening in the 4th house in the Sagittarius energy. Why do I always get 4th house? That's what I want to know. I always get 4th house in these readings. So Uranus in the 4th house, that's about that which is surrounding you that gives you a sense of comfort, right? Not just, I mean, yeah, anything that gives you a sense of comfort, helps you feel nurtured. This, to me, this energy feels most definitely about like the death card and the change card here. It's about like changes that are for the sake of evolution and evolving us to think very differently. So I think the guides just want you to take a moment to acknowledge that everything that has changed in your life, any type of change that's being brought into your life or that has been brought into your life has been for the sake of helping you to evolve in this very much Sagittarius ways, helping you to gain more knowledge and intelligence in terms of what you're here to do, but also maybe become the teacher, right? Sagittarius, 9th house is the guru, the guide, the teacher for other people. They want you to become very comfortable with the shifts and the changes and the transformations with which you have been, but continue to become comfortable with the shifts, transformations, and changes that continue to move towards your way, because this is all helping you to evolve to being a guide and a teacher for other people. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come through. Clarity for pile number 3 guides. How do other people see and view pile number 3? How do other people view and see pile number 3? Okay. Ooh, this is my personal one. Oh my gosh. Not that one. That is a deep one. Okay, so let's start with this one. Physical health. My mind, body, and soul are the picture of perfect health. So people see you as someone who takes care of yourself. They see you as very balanced, mind, body, and spirit. They like your mind. They feel like you also take care of your body. You have a nice body. They want to acknowledge that. But your spirit is radiating as well. Your soul, your spirit. So we also have here, I'm able to conquer all challenges I'm confronted with. Yeah, so this is the pile for sure with the 8th house and the changes that came through as you've been through your fair share of challenges and you've conquered them and just continue to do that. You've been doing beautifully. People really respect. This is what people are seeing about you, is that someone who conquers challenges. You conquer your challenges. And then the last we have here, I am the still water in the middle of the forest that reflects to people their true self. So this was a mantra. It was like a life statement or something like it's like a metaphoric life statement that I created in a coaching program. But this is connected to being a guide, right? So you are here to be a guide for other people. You helped people to get clarity about what they need to work on in life. So I'll read it again. I am the still water in the middle of the forest that reflects to people their true self. So you're about reflecting to people their true self. And this is why people value you. All right, so last bit, how do other people view pile number 3 guides? 10th house K2 in Capricorn. Oh, what an interesting energy. That's like the spiritual teacher energy because K2, it's very much the spiritual energy. When it's in the 10th house, it's about someone, your reputation is that of like sort of a spiritual leader. So people admire you for your spirituality. Um, yeah, that's very interesting. K2 Capricorn. That's about someone who puts in the work and the effort. Someone who has a past life. Interesting. People very much sense that you're not I mean, abundance came up for this group, right? Yeah, here. Oh, maybe that's why. There's something about you that comes off as sort of effortlessly abundant, almost as if you've already created that abundance in a previous lifetime. So it's like you're coming in this lifetime with it as if it's like easy and effortless to you. And you're more focused on your connection with other people because you've mastered materiality. It's very interesting. I guess that's the message that wants to come through. Yeah. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Pile number 3, that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're interested in giving me feedback, I would appreciate that. And if you're interested in letting me know, oh, if you're interested in working with me, then all my information is in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. If you chose the citrine, then this is your reading. Right, so let's go ahead and find out how do other people see and view you. So far, the readings have been pretty, just wonderful, all around wonderful. Okay, so let's get started. So guides, dial me into the collective of pile number 4, please, their energy. So it's interesting, as I flipped this crystal and I saw the other side, I was just like, whoa, I feel like I discovered a diamond. Let's just leave it at that statement. I think people, maybe there's something about you where they come around you and like, oh, you seem like a nice person. And then when they get to know you, there's something about, wow, like maybe there's a wow factor about this group where you surprise people, you catch them off guard. Perhaps this pile, you come off as quite ethereal to other people. So someone who, I don't know, maybe you just have a really beautiful, expansive imagination, or there's just something about you that feels to other people very unique, very otherworldly, very magical, mystical. Yeah, and it feels like a surprise factor. Like maybe on the surface, you come off as quite um, normal. But then when people get to know you or they get closer, they get a closer look, they're just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. It's very, you're very interesting, you're very unique. I'm getting playful. That was a word that wanted to come through for some of you. So perhaps people see you quite playful. It's kind of like with the ethereal energy. Like I'm getting sort of very ethereal energy coming through for this. Yes, there's something about you. I don't know if it's like Pluto energy. It's like an intensity about you that you don't notice upon the first look, but then when you get close, it's like there's a lot. It's not even layers or depth. It's more like um it's like who you are. It's who you are, but people just don't notice it right away. I don't know if it's whether the way you look. I feel like there's something about you. It's like maybe it's like what you say, or once you start talking, people start finding you really interesting. Maybe it's your mind, and that's why it's hidden because they won't know. They won't see this part of you or aspect of you until they start talking to you. And perhaps they see you, once you start talking, they're just like, wow, this person is really intelligent, very interesting to talk to. They know a lot of things, know a lot of interesting things about life. Yeah, I'm not getting a person. I'm mostly just getting characteristics that are coming through. You could have a very melodic voice. I'm getting playful energy. Ah, that's what it was. I'm hearing laughter. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing laughter. Okay. So let us leave it there. Start with your reading pile number 4. We have here alchemists. Ah, so this is the magic that people get to see. And we have here shapeshifter. Oh, nice energies. This pile has a different vibe than all the other ones. 49, Uzume, humor. There's the laughter. We have here Danu, assurance. Number 10. We have here Shaolin master, be graceful in movement and action. We have here thoughts with number 16. And we have here privileged lady with 12. And we have your strength. House 6. And house 2. The other pile got the same thing. They got 2 houses. We also have here number 8, destiny. I'll put these down here. And we also have here 6, letting go. Wow. This is a very different vibe. I feel like all the past 3 piles have had very similar energies because it is collective. But this feels very, very different, very unique. Okay. So we have here alchemist, lay attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Shadow attribute is misuse of power and knowledge that can come through spiritual practice. Shapeshifter, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Shadow attribute, projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. We have here 49, Uzume, humor. We have 10, Danu, assurance. Shaolin master, be graceful in movement and action. Strength. House 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. House 2, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. 8, destiny, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Number 6 here, letting go, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Wow. That's intense. And we have here 12, privileged lady, 16, thoughts. So the energy for this pile, it feels quite, there's like a magical essence for sure that I feel. So one of the messages that is coming through is, I was talking about how like when people meet you, you really make an impression on them. So I'm going to start with this one, 16, thoughts. Like this guy is looking at this woman picture, like they're thinking, like you make people think or remember you. You make a really strong impression on people. And you also make them think. It's like maybe once they start having a conversation with you, they're like, oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. That was a lot more thorough or thoughtful or interesting or intriguing than I was expecting. Oops, someone's about to drop that. So with a privileged lady, perhaps you come off to people as like very well put together, well dressed. I was getting someone that most definitely, again, it's about like leaving that impression. You like leave an impression on people. It seems as though they meet you and there's like something about you that they get a sense of like you're important or you're special or you're worth remembering. You're memorable. People also see you as someone who has gone through quite a transformation. You've been through challenges. With the 6, letting go, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. That's very interesting. I think that's like the surface. It's like, I think people see you as maybe quiet. Maybe they sense that you've gone through challenges, but then they get to know you and they're like, wow, you're really funny and enjoyable to be around. Or you could flip it. Perhaps on this surface, you're very funny. And then people get to know you and they're like, wow, you have a depth, right? So house 2 and house 6 coming up. So these are very earthy houses. Very earthy houses. So there's something about you that comes off quite practical to other people. Could be just like the way you dress, like with this privileged lady here. There's just something very practical on the surface about you. Like the way you put together your clothes, or it could be like just, I don't know. Maybe you put, because the house 2 is about the possessions you surround yourself with. So maybe you like to surround yourself with really nice things, high quality things. And people really like this about you. And they find it interesting about you. Most definitely people with the wisdom, allow the wisdom to remain, and wisdom here. People do find you wise. I mean, alchemist, to me, that's very advanced, because like alchemist, it's specifically tied to turning your pain into gold. Like turning your challenges into gold. You didn't just transform, you turned your pain into gold. Like you made it, you somehow turned it into a beautiful experience. Like you could have been a person who, I'm getting a sense that people know your story. They've got a really good idea or sense for your story because of the sting part that showed up in this part of the reading. It's like they know that you have been hurt, but you've handled yourself with grace. You know, the Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and in action. You were not impulsive by any means. You were very thoughtful about going through your transformation of this shapeshifter, right? This is about navigating the levels of consciousness. You decided to become more conscious. People see you as someone who's gone through a transformation of becoming more conscious in your experience and being very intentional about how you live, how you are in partnerships, relationships. And maybe this is why people, they feel like your wisdom is golden, or what you have to say is golden. Even with house 6 and 2, you know, this isn't necessarily like communication, but house 2 is your voice and house 6 is connected to Virgo. So maybe it's just the things that you say. It's what you say, and it just strikes them as unforgettable or memorable. Most definitely, like, spiritual energy is coming through from this group. It's where like people really sense that you've gone through a spiritual transformation. And you really have a beautiful sense of humor. You know, I was hearing laughter. You have a very beautiful sense of humor. Danu assurance. I also get, yeah, it's like you're willing to be childlike or playful. Yeah, that's what I said that, right? Did I? Yeah, I believe I did. Playful. You have like a really nice playful energy to you. People really find that intriguing. It's like you have a nice balance of like you're graceful and very mature, but yet you can be very childlike and playful too. It's a very nice spectrum. With the Danu assurance, you seem very self-assured about where you're going in life, the direction you're going in life. You're very focused and self-assured on like what you're trying to create. Even house 6 and house 2 are like very much earthy and practical in terms of like, what am I building? How am I making my money? Right? What is the daily routine in my life? I take care of myself on a daily basis. Even with the Shaolin Master, right? He's very much fit in taking care of himself, being responsible about how he attends to his body. And I think people also sense that you're quite, even with the ethereal energy coming through, they feel like you're quite graceful as well. So we have here Strength card. People see you as someone who's quite strong, like you've handled yourself very well. We've sort of talked about that. But you've maintained your vulnerability as well. You have a really strong sense of self-worth with this house 2 as well. So 8, Destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. All that I need. All that I shall need to know. Yeah, so that's about the wisdom and the assurance. It's like you're on a really self-assured path of moving towards, I don't know, people. So I think that's like what I was saying, like there's something striking about you. And to me, destiny is very much in that realm of striking because I don't know about you, but I don't really look a lot at a lot of people and get a sense of like, oh my gosh, they have a strong destiny. But I think people they see you as someone who is on path to accomplish a destiny. Um, what else do I get from this? People just get a sense that you're destined to do something beautiful in this world. And we can get some more clarifications about that. Okay, so, I mean, I don't really know that we can say anything other than people just feel like you're destined for greatness. You're destined for something. You're destined for something special. Okay, so clarifiers for the destiny card here for pile number 4 guides. Let's see. We have a Queen of Cups. Any more clarifiers? We have, yeah, nice. Any more clarifiers? It's supposed to be a couple cards. I forgot to flip. Any more clarifiers, guys? Okay. Interesting. So we got the Queen of Cups, 2 of Wands. We got the, I think it's like that, something like that. The Tower and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so this is very much destiny. People get a sense that you're here, you're destined to do and create something that's very unique to you. Something you're creating from your own essence. With this Queen of Cups here, it's about like creating something, expressing yourself in a way that is very much unique to you. The 2 of Wands also is about following the passions, right? He's planning, he's visualizing, he's thinking about what is he going to do? How is he going to move in this world? So the 9 of Swords, I feel like this is just like people get a sense that you just make them think, right? You make them think about, well, this is very interesting energies that come together. The 9 of Swords and the Tower card. Okay. I feel like it feels very much like TED. If you ever watched TED Talks where it's like, oh my gosh, it's world life changing. So people sense that or feel like you have some kind of like life changing destiny or life changing advice or guidance or something to give to people, to offer to others that is useful. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so how others view pile number 3 guides. How do others view 4? How do others view pile number 4? So we have here 7th house, Sagittarius, and Saturn. So they see you as pretty disciplined and structured in how Saturn can also be like a slow-moving planet. It can be very slow-moving. Maybe also very wise because it takes the time to move through and process and develop structure, develop discipline. Saturn definitely likes to be in the 7th house because it likes to also be in Libra energy because it's about building the structure and discipline to be in the world. And when you're in the world, you have to connect with people. So people see you as someone who you know how to behave, you know how to act around other people. You have a sense of, I mean, with the privileged lady probably as well. You're respectful, you are kind, and with the Sagittarius energy that's coming through, again, it's like the wisdom, it's that expansive energy, and also like a fire energy that wants to come through as well. It's like they feel they really value your knowledge. They really value what you have to offer. So, how do people view pile number 4 guides? What a mess. What the? Okay, 6 of Pentacles with the. Whoa, why am I blanking out right now? Ooh, we have here Star card and 3 of Pentacles. The Chariot. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So it's like the destiny thing. It's like people feel like you're fated for doing something and offering the world something of great value. They feel like you're going to be successful at what you do. People really admire your strength and your willpower to accomplish your goals. They admire your personal emotional strength as well as your ability to build and create new in your life. People just also admire and respect you as the way that you interact with people. They like the way that you interact with them. Especially in regards to, I mean, we have 6 of Pentacles, which is always about an exchange of resources. So they feel like you're the type of person, you give you give and you receive. You give and you receive, which is important. You have to know how to give and receive. They most definitely see you as someone who has, for the Star card, it's like healing advice and wisdom to offer other people. Let me flip these cards around so you can see it. Okay. You work well with people. That's what this Saturn in the 7th house is. You work really well with other people. People like working with you. I mean, whether that's like for personal goals or for work goals, like actual work. How do people see pile number 4 guides? Clarity. Also, Saturn and Aquarius, there's a connection there. So that's about, yeah, you just have the ability to like talk to, so I was getting like TED Talk energy. So like you have the ability to talk to like a broad group of other people. Like you work really well with other people. People really they value what you have to say, what you have to offer. Yeah, kind of like futuristic thinker as well. How do people see pile number 4 guides? Okay. Any more? How do people see pile number 4? I think we have enough, but okay, that popped out. The last minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I didn't do the numbers, but I don't think they're as important today. I just don't feel like they are that important. So we have here, first card. I act fearlessly while taking wise measures to protect myself. So that's like the strength card energy coming through. I am a leader. Ooh, people see you as a leader. That's beautiful. We also have here, I fill my mind with positive and nourishing thoughts. So I feel like this isn't, like, people wouldn't know that. They wouldn't know how nourishing your thoughts were or positive they were unless you said it. So it's like you have this like really nice sense of humor where you joke around with people and you just help them to feel very comfortable, very at ease. And I feel like you are pretty accepting with this, like navigating different levels of consciousness. You're accepting people who have, they're not as conscious, just as you value those people just as much as those who are more conscious as well. People feel like you're just kind of a positive energy, very nourishing, radiating energy to be around as well. And we also have here, my goal is always to create harmony and clarity. Harmony and clarity. Yeah, to me, this is definitely the Saturn. Like, Saturn is about creating clarity because it's all about that discipline and structured. It compartmentalized, it's organized. And you create that in connections, in relationships, as you help to create that harmony, as well as getting people excited, like with the Sagittarius energy, getting people like really excited about accomplishing goals as well. Getting people motivated is what I wanted to say. Okay, what else? Team leader. And Yeah, I think that's it. That is the end of your reading pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoy that. If you would love to give me feedback, I'd appreciate that. And if you would like to get personal readings from me, then go ahead and check out my information in the description box down below. And yeah, that is it. We're going to go ahead and end the reading. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening. Bye.